Irishman wants to die. The die that we put forth is in disguise. Irish warfare is nothing to be played with. I need it to war inside.
So watch this video and subscribe and put a thumbs up.
Welcome everybody to the Abu Nas Rehabilitation Center. This is a special presidential address. I know y'all probably seen my little video clip when the Disney investors announcement was made, and I shared my quick thoughts after I watched it. Ooh, what did I say? I said there's a lot to process. There's a lot to process. So much has happened in the 48 hours I was last live here dealing with the issues with the Mandalorian. But here we are again. Big shout out to Santa Megatron. Ho, ho, ho. Happy holidays to you, good sir. My Dark Council brother, Fatal J, is in the house. Yeah, it is going to be good. I'm just hoping that I do this in a manner in which, you know, because I could see myself getting blocked. I could see myself be getting unsubbed. I could actually see myself, you know, unfollowed and this, that, whatever. It's almost like you're damned if you do and damned if you don't, you know, sort of thing. But I'm going to be as honest, brutally honest, as humanly possible. 19K Fox, my brother in the house. Circury Interpretation, long time no see, brother. Good to see you. David Quintana in the house. What's up? The one and only and sweet as cotton candy. Oh, any type of candy. Mads Mama Bear is in the house. Second Street Marvel. Look at him. Look at my brother Second Street lurking. Yeah, you lurk, brother. Lurk. This shit is gonna be crazy. D. Carey, gotta take this Disney Lucasfilm slate to the Supreme Court. I wish I could. I wish I fucking could. But you know what? The president is pretty much judge, jury, and executioner. You know, I pretty much really just sat on this for the entire night. Salute the DC Legendary, a new subscriber. Hey, thank you for subscribing. It's kind of ironic, right? I got a new subscriber, and after this DC Legendary, I don't know how many subscribers I might have left. I probably might be down at the bottom of the barrel. Went from the penthouse back to the basement. But it is what it is. I mean, my views on certain things where it concerns Star Wars it's from here. It's from here. It's from the heart. You know? And Dr. Fate, Abu Rap hit him up. Yeah, I'm about to set it off with something that I did, you know, just the other day, you know? And I think it still holds weight into what I'll be discussing here. I mean, some of you might have heard it. If you was here Wednesday, I salute you. I salute you, D. Penzak. I'm glad you're here, brother. You one of the old school that's been with me since the beginning. So Nas would have a better chance of winning in the Supreme Court. I would hope so. Shit, especially with Disney is concerned. But at the same time, man, I'm pro fandom, even though I stepped away from the Phantom Menace hashtag. You know, and I said to myself I would retire that as far as, you know, myself personally is concerned, because I feel like it ran its course with me. You know, I gotta completely reiterate this fact that I'm not the same person that I was 3 years ago. You know, and D. Penzak knows me. He knows he was there with me when I first came out the gate. D. Penzak, you tell these people how much of a pit bull I was, and I was like taking no prisoners, smashing them down, disrespecting them at every chance I could get. You know, that was the good old days. but it was still something we, you know, the fandom and the community rallied around. You know, it was a different time. So. You know, now I'm a little bit older, you know, after 6 years in the stint of Twitter Supermax prison, I've grown a little bit wiser, you know, and yeah, and I kind of figured I have to, you know, sort of like continue my journey, you know, on a level in which I can grow, you know, and see certain things better than I did 3 years ago. Well, at the very least, to the best of my ability, you know. So I'm starting this off with this thing right here because, like I said, I need to reiterate this, and because it's kind of timeless. Whereas for me, this is what I truly believe in now. Fat Steven Seagal is in the building. What's happening, brother? Depends, Zach. See, he knows. Yeah, I took ferocity to a new level. Yeah, that's how come I got locked up all the time. You know, I didn't give a fuck about nobody's feelings. I kept it real and I said what I said. You know, my brother, Matt's mama bear said, a rose by any other name, my boo, I'm not going nowhere. Me neither, sweetheart. Not yet anyway, but me neither. I'm staying in this fight, but I have a well-rounded view now that I didn't have, you know, beforehand. And I'm getting it. I'm getting my thing together, man. I'm getting my thing together. So with that being said, let's rock the spot with what I dropped just the other day. I tell all you kids out there, be prepared. The dark council revered everywhere. You know Abu Nas, Papa Bear, never scared. Who's lurking in the shadows, deep in the rear, waiting for you to fuck up, it's a wrap. I swoop down on you and press my attack. The bullshit you on got you coming out of pocket. Don't worry, kid, you know I'm gonna stop it. I fear no one but Allah Azawajal. You better sit a spell and listen to me well. Wisdom that I'm giving this shit should be living. Prove your life on point and with precision. But don't get it twisted, my style is terrific. To be more specific, read the hieroglyphics. You wanna keep it live, go to DEFCON 5. The angels will provide for me to survive. I'm a man of my word, as some of y'all seen. Deep in the trenches in 2018. El Presidente, doing God's work, educating folks who be acting like a jerk. Let's go. So alright, let's go. 1, 2, break it on down for real.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
Testify.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
You gotta testify.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
You gotta testify.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
Trolling these clowns, put their face in the dirt. I'm repping Dark Council, the best on this earth. Holding that shit down, testify up in church. The true He-Man mastered the universe. You thought you had an easy mark over here? My crew came down, had these sons running scared. A misunderstanding got you acting all rude. The dawn, that's a law, gotta take y'all to school. Got a mind of your own, no need to cause shame. Some of y'all do it just to get fame. Nothing to gain, causing heartache and pain. You live and let live, no need to complain. You say, man, I don't have to listen to you. You right about that, but I'm still coming through with knowledge, wisdom, and some understanding. I know I can be rough, but I'm not that demanding. We're not an echo chamber, each of them has merit. We need to show respect in order to get it. Let's go, let's go. And always know we gotta roll with the flow. The best on this earth, show them how it goes. Go.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
You gotta testify.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
No mistakes allowed.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
You gotta testify.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
The Mandalorian is really not worth this. Arguments on both with what? The Mandalorian ain't worth all of this. The arguments over some perceived diss that got us all hot and ready to flip. Or folks that you think that don't know they shit. Or others in the fandom that like what they see. A glimpse of the things that makes their heart breathe. The impact of the show is based on you. Your feelings, your knowledge, and what you pursue. We all want something great to talk about. We want things that make us shout. Some of us want to say Star Wars is back. Some of us want to say hold on and relax. But all of this comes from a place of love. And love for others will place you above. Know that we love George Lucas forever. Cherish everything that he put together. Some of us is dedicating to doing that. Others want to sit back and just relax and enjoy whatever we can get. You don't have to agree, but give them the respect. And on the other side, if we criticize, we only doing that to expose all their lies or any other thing that they want to hide. We don't trust them to do right by our side. You don't trust them either, but you'll let them slide as long as it's good and it makes your heart cry. Tears of joy, I can dig that. In solidarity, let's bring it all back. Come on.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
You gotta testify.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
You gotta testify.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
You gotta testify.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
No mistakes allowed.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
Gotta go testify.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
No mistakes allowed.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
Testify for everyone.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
No mistakes allowed. Straight from my heart. Testify. Yes, sirree. That joint is near and dear to my heart because only 2 days ago, I saw something in my community that, as I said, broke my heart. But now, at this point, the stakes have just gone up a little bit higher. A little bit higher. The Disney investors... The Disney investors' announcement of all of their movies and shows for the next 10 years. I'm not going to waste any time, but I will say this. I'm conflicted, as I said in my little thing, for reasons that I know I can understand and half of y'all can understand. But as soon as we saw the announcement drop, the bullshit that I spoke on just this past Wednesday reared its ugly head. And it's just not so much as, our community. It's all over. Everybody is straight up choosing sides. Straight up. And some people in our community took a more hardline approach. In terms of disagreements that we may have in terms of certain issues involving Disney, fake Lucasfilm. I've always said Disney, is a company in and of itself, combined with what was formerly Lucasfilm, has turned into straight fake Lucasfilm. But I've been saying fake Lucasfilm for the past 3 years. Ain't nothing changed. Because it's not the real Lucasfilm. It's just the company was sold to Disney and they control it. Lucasfilm, to me, is the company that was ran by its founder, its creator, and its maker, George Lucas. Everything else is fake. No matter how many ways you want to spin it, no matter how many ways you want to deny it, it is what it is. Because ain't nothing from the Disney camp for the past 3 years represented anything George Lucas made. Nothing. Not a one. These movies were a bastardized version of what we should have had when the maker told Kathleen Kennedy at the very beginning, I have a treasure trove of stories, I have the comic books, I have the novels, use that. He told her to use it. You know what that bitch said? We will honor and love the blah, 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 blah. You heard it. You heard it all before. It's on TV. It's in the clips. It's forever. Now, All of a fucking sudden, out of the fucking blue, she comes out, give a interview, and says, we didn't have no source material, we don't have nothing. Of course. But after the tidal wave that was the sequel trilogy, her stocks went down, nobody was buying the merch, actors and actresses, involved in the 3 films, finally got rid of the NDA and started shitting all over it. Said it was fucking trash. Shit, even Daisy Ridley at The Last Jedi had to pause when somebody asked her, did you enjoy it? So, yeah, let's go with that. just to starve it, but you gotta get a job. You got a job to do. Shit, remember Phasma? Yeah, Gwendolyn Christie? Oh, yeah, nothing from her. He had nothing, not a head, not a sign, nothing. C-3PO Anthony Daniels said, yo, they kind of like tossed me in the back of the room. And they ain't got nothing for me to do. Damn, that's a legacy. That's a legacy character. That's a legacy hero. That's your hero. As a kid. You see how dirty they did him? R2-D2 is the forgotten droid. Yeah, that man in Force Awakens, the only time you saw R2-D2 is when he turned on, showed you some shit, turned off, and took a nap. And that was it. That was it. How bad could this thing get? So, yeah, we said Kennedy was out of here. We said that, come on, man. How do you keep losing money? Galaxy Edge was a bust. You're losing money all over the place. Come on, man. Stop with the bullshit. You're not making no money. Bob is sitting up here like, yeah, listen, Kathleen. I know the women's movement and everything else, and I can't just fire you right off the cuff. I mean, goddamn, man. I need somebody to replace you. Somebody that you do your job better than what you're doing. That's pretty much what he told her. But nobody wanted to take the gig right away. Now, I know if somebody that doesn't like me, they'll go into my archives and they'll find a video that I said, hey, let Dave Filoni do it. Yeah, it's there. And I'm not ashamed that I said it at the time, because at the time, I was thinking Dave Filoni was on that level, that he was a Lucas disciple. Come to find out that he was only a Lucas disciple to a point. You know how your ambitions, young man. Your ambitions, young man, you're ambitious. So, you follow the maker's orders, but then on the side, you do a little rope-a-dope just to put your own little flavor in there. And like I said, some of it was good. I'm not gonna berate you behind being original and a little bit on the creative side, but don't get it twisted, man. That's your boss. See, I'm the type of person, if I'm your boss, I tell you not to fucking do something. That's exactly what that is. I don't care whether I forgot, you have amnesia, was crippled, on life support, fucking coma, in an alternate reality. I don't give a fuck. If I tell you don't do something, that's what it is. If I catch you doing something, I'm gonna fucking hook off on you. But that's not the way for business. This is the way for business for me. Well, fuck with my money. That's exactly what it is. I pay you, man. What is wrong with y'all? So, past all of that, Filoni doing his thing. So I ain't got no hate for that shit. Everybody want to be the person to usher Star Wars into a new era. But y'all was catering so much to the pronoun kids and the transgender squad, Everybody want to be included. Everybody want to be safe. Everybody want to be this. The Force is female. We need more women characters. Yeah, switch the patriarchy to the matriarchy. Your boy Dave Filoni was on that. But he bowed down to new masters now. He gave him rebels. So he went and did that. But he had free reign to bring his little baby girl, the girl that was not supposed to live past, Order 66 and Revenge of the Sith. George specifically did not want her to live. There's a reason for that. Because the OT and the PT, doesn't, especially the OT, doesn't really speak on her. Doesn't speak on her at all. You don't exist. You're supposed to serve a specific purpose. Dave said, you know what? I'm going to keep this shit quiet. As soon as the Disney sale came, yep, I can get my girl back. I can get my girl back. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Now you got your girl back. Everything's nice and cozy. You got Rebels with, fucking homeless looking bitch ass D-list actor Freddie Prinze Jr. You got all these other little voice actors. Edra Brizza. I don't even see the appeal for Edra Brizza. I really don't. But I don't watch Rebels, so I have no idea about that show. None idea. I watched the first episode. I barely got past that. Checked out the second episode a little bit. I turned that shit off. Kanan was such a fucking annoying. But then again, it was voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr. It makes perfect sense now. So I deep sixed that shit. So I don't know what happened until I found out the world beyond worlds. The time machine. We're gonna get to that in a second. All right, so let's look at it from the standpoint of a fandom menace, community member, that's been here in the fight. We all was really united behind the trilogy, the sequel trilogy. But Disney kind of figured, you know what? Everybody's shitting on this thing. We gotta do something, man. What we gonna do? I don't know, man. We gotta do something. Kathy, you do something. You do something. You do the bitch. You sitting up there in the office playing solitaire. I had to extend your contract because I ain't know what the fuck to do with you. So do something. All right. So Kathy goes along the way, and lo and behold, between either her or Iger, they got Jon Favreau. Spearhead this show called The Mandalorian. Now at the time, we didn't know what to think. We thought it was just another Disney bullshit to do Disney shit and do Disney things. People were sweating in their seats. Yeah, sweating. They knew Solo bombed. They couldn't get another Star Wars movie off the ground behind this shit. So Mandalorian came in and surprised everybody. Even your brother Abu Nas. Even me. But look what happened. We have episodes that's good, episodes that's bad, episodes in between, but there's a lot of issues that eagle-eyed people that know the lore, know the history, and we basically pointed these things out. Now, at the time, it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal. Just, all right, yeah, you're right. That's what it is. But somewhere along the line, look, like I said, we started enjoying ourselves. We started thinking, hey, this got a little bit of that Star Wars flavor we was missing, And like I said, I wasn't immune to it. There was some episodes of Mando I was digging. But I still had in the back of my head, don't go to sleep on these motherfuckers. They could pull out the whamming card, the this card, the that card at any second. So I went in, and I didn't have no expectations behind it. And it exceeded my low expectations for the show. But I attributed that to the leadership of Jon Favreau spearheading this thing. Like I said, some episodes was blah, but Jon wasn't directing it. But he's the overall leader of that show. Now here comes, Mandalorian season 2. Now people are used to seeing the Mando entertaining them in certain ways. And this season, they made sure they're going to bring out all the favorites. Ahsoka Tano, Boba Fett, staples in the PT and the OT lore. They still fucked up on certain things in terms that they take liberties. If you're using characters and stuff that you want to, put in the Mandalorian that is from the EU, at least do it justice by following what it is. But you take liberties behind that shit, then what are you trying to tell us? But like I said, it wasn't no secret that Disney fake Lucasfilm dipped in the EU. They told you that the EU is null and void. It's nothing. It doesn't exist. We are forging a new path. That's what they said. We are forging a new path, and we are making our own stories going forward. That's what they said, and look what they did. Dipped in the EU? Darth Cadus? Oh, okay. I'm take him because he's the son of Leia and Han. I'm gonna take him. I can't call him Darth Cadus and Jason Solo. No, I can't do that because that's EU. I already said that shit was null and void. I would look like a hypocrite if I did use that, right? Okay. I got it. Emo bitch boy Kylo. Perfect. So emo bitch boy Kylo was born. You know, you want another one from the EU that you think they wasn't dipping in, that they couldn't help themselves. All right. Rebels is like floundering in the ratings. I need something to pick this up. What we gonna do, Dave? I don't know. Well, let's go back into the old EU flavor. We might find something good. Oh, look at this. We'll take a Grand Admiral Thrawn from the EU. You know, the books and the treasure trove of stories that George Lucas told Kathleen to use for the sequel. But we'll get back to that in a second. Boom, in Rebels. You see the pattern? It's their property now. They can do whatever the fuck they want. You know, the whole thing with Rogue One. Even though I fucking love that movie to death, I give less than a fuck who don't like it. I love it. You know, but I also know, thanks to the wisdom of OG Star Wars, Dick Kenobi and others, that story was taken from an old EU joint. You know, the Jyn Erso was the protagonist or the hero of that story was Jan something, but they took it and they made liberties. All the similarities in that story came from the EU thing, and I was like, wow, okay, but at least shit did it justice, at least according to me. So I'll roll with the EU thing, but if I had to choose in terms of the canon, I love Rogue One, so I'm rolling with that. You know, I love everything about that movie. That movie gave us the flavor that you savor. That's all we wanted. Rogue One gave it to us. Yeah, it was a ripoff of the EU, but they did the shit right. And that's all I care about. Shit, if you're going to rip off the EU, rip it off right. Give us something that we could flow with. Copy their stories, change the names to protect the innocent, and put that shit out. At least the eagle-eyed people say, yeah, that came from an EU story. Oh, man, this was good. Yeah, they followed the EU story to the letter. I like that. Yeah. But, you know, after Rogue One, everything went to shit. So Mandalorian was all we got. So what do? We latched onto it. I'll tell you right now, some of us got, and I'm speaking for myself first and foremost. Some of us got Stockholm Syndrome behind this shit. You know? It's almost like I want to hate a half of what I see, but I'm like, I don't have nothing else. Nothing. The fucking Marvel's not doing it for me. You know? I'm not really into the Snyder Cut thing. You know? Not, you know, a DC aholic. You know? Fucking Twilight is garbage. You know? What else? You know, we ain't got Laura Croft no more. You know? Star Trek is already dead in the dust. Doctor Who is like, Doctor what? You know? So I got nothing but Star Wars. That's all I got. So we try to watch it, knowing that some of this shit is trash. Some of this is just like, you know what, y'all insulting my fucking intelligence. But I just like to hear the TIE fighter lasers, you know, the blasters and TK4 and some of the droids and the world that we inhabited as children. You know, we wanted to see that again. We want to live that again. You know? All the shills and everybody else screaming to high heaven, the holy hell, saying that everything that Disney touches is gold, and Kathleen Kennedy is the spark that brought it all back. No, she isn't. She just happened, her and Bob Iger happened to find Jon Favreau, asked him to do the show, and John pretty much told him, well, if I'm doing the show, you gotta let me do the show. I don't want no interference from Kennedy. I don't want no interference from nobody. Kennedy got a little hot behind that. Bob told her, bitch, sit your ass down. Go and do your thing, John. I ain't got no money. What the fuck? Hold on a second. I just happened to notice. Oh, really? Oh, y'all talking like that? Matt's mama, can you? As a matter of fact, we got moderators in here. Oh, okay. So we got a parody account. We got a parody account acting a fool. But this is pretty much one of the people whose feelings got hurt because the one and only Legends gal basically gave them something that they could trace that would basically screw up their whole mind, knowing damn well that that a lot of the shit that you're looking at is not on point. So now you're relegating to go to parody accounts because you're mad. But this is the state of our community right now. You know, people that we know and people that we rock with, everybody's getting upset over some perceived, and it really shouldn't even be like that. You know? And yeah, I'm kind of biased when it comes to my friends. You know? People will sit up here, watch, and love everything that Disney putting together, and I'm sitting up here like, but I love the people that I rock with. So if I love you and I like rocking with you, I'm like, you know what? It's your happiness, man. Go ahead and go for it. Go for it. I'll just take care of these other shills because, you know, their malicious intent is just to prop everybody from Disney Lucasfilm upon high. At least with my peoples that like The Mandalorian or like whatever other Disney stuff comes around, you know, it's all in a place of love because I love Star Wars and I want to feel something. I could dig it. I could dig it. You know, I could dig it. But, you know, you can't make parody accounts and try to tell somebody they ugly when you know damn well deep in your heart you know she fine as fuck. That goes for all of our queens. You know? Cause y'all you know? Cause you're not man enough to come on your own account to say the type of dumb shit you saying. It's all right. You know, scum like you is just like that, beneath our feet. All right, but back to this, you know, this announcement thing. I tell you right now, everything looks good when they flash it upon the screen. But I'm telling you, and like I said, I'm conflicted because some of the stuff I will sit and watch. But a part of me already know the problems going in. And what Disney fake Lucasfilm is all about when it serves their purpose. You know? For instance, and while I'm speaking to Ahsoka now, you do know that Ahsoka is not spoken in the OT. Nothing. Even in the books of the EU, no mention of her because, like I said, a lot of the times it was before you know, Ahsoka came into being in the Clone Wars. You know, so you can't really put her anywhere in any of the timeline. That's why they did that time travel shit. That is they get out of jail free card for any and everything they know they'll go get stuck with. And you notice that thing is still there. It's canon. So now you can pluck Ahsoka from the PT, put her in the OT. Luke Skywalker is a known man, known name. You don't say nothing about him. She just going about a merry way, walking the earth like Kane and Kung Fu. That's where the Ahsoka, you know, the Ahsoka title comes in. All right, but I'll break it down. I'll break it down bit by bit. Lucasfilm. Okay. Disney Plus getting 2 new shows, both spin-off of The Mandalorian. So all of this, or most of the shows, is pretty much in the Mandalorian timeline era. Not a problem. We kind of figured that anyway. So, but the first one out the gate, of course, is Ahsoka. You know what? That was not even a surprise. That was not even a surprise for me. I knew Filoni had that plan in the making for his girl for a minute. I know that. If you believe otherwise, you are sorely deluding yourself. He didn't think, yes he did. Yes he did. If he could go against George Lucas the way he did, yeah, he had that in the plans. When he did that World Between Worlds with the time travel machine, he had that plan all in order. All he needed to do was wait. Wait. You know? And sure enough, unfortunately, George sold the company. That was his ticket. So this Ahsoka, the thing was not a surprise. Even before Ahsoka came on the scene, they probably was thinking of doing this. I have no doubt in my mind. What? You know, it is what it is. Oh, wait a minute. Now, oh, look at this. Wow, the trolls is out here in force. Well, yeah. Okay, they gone. I'm sorry. I jumped on that, moderators. I'm sorry. Same person. But that's okay. Now they got to make new accounts, new YouTube accounts to come on here and act a fool. But you know what? We're getting under their skin. You know? My peoples is getting under their skin. And why? You know? That's okay. And now they not ruining the fun. I mean, shit, why don't y'all come after me? I'm the one that's getting ready to scream on this shit to holy hell. And at the same time, you know, give, you know, some positive aspects of it. All right, let's start with Ahsoka. You know, Ahsoka is Filoni's baby. She gets an automatic pass. You know what her show is going to be about? Her going on adventures. You know, maybe trying to stay out of the range of the New Republic, the New Jedi Order, you know, coming into being. You know, anything that you know that would be a direct contradiction to the OT timeline. You know, it's okay. You know, she gonna walk the earth as Kanan's kung fu and fight and you know and help the oppressed yeah, let her do that. That's all she can do. You know, me, I don't even want to watch this show because I know that every time I look at Ahsoka, you know, she's gonna piss me off in terms of everything that she says. That could be a direct contradiction to everything that she went through in the PT. In the Clone Wars, until, you know, Dave Filoni made it all about her. But then again, on the other side, it's Rosario Dawson. I can look at that woman all day and night. So if she has a Ahsoka costume and 2 lightsabers, you know, I may, you know what I'm saying? As much as I don't want to watch it, I may take the button and press it and watch it. Why? Because it's Rosario Dawson. And she rocked the hell out of that thing as Ahsoka. But that's just me. You know, maybe I got my fetish for Rosario. She's fine as hell. So I want to see her. Even though I have to go to the whole end of the earth to try to see, oh God, how did they fucking this shit up again? But I'll watch her with love in my heart. That's me being conflicted. This is what I'm talking about. You know, normally I would scream on this shit from high heaven to holy hell. Now I got issues, but I'm being real about it. I'm not faking the funk. The people know me. I'm a pit bull behind this shit. You know, and it's like, well, why are you watching that, Abu? Because I like Rosario Dawson. You know, I just like looking at her. I like how she talks. I love her voice. I love everything about her. But she's in a show with a character I can't stand right now. So go figure. But I loved Ahsoka when she first came out. You see how my range of emotions is? You know? And then she came out during the time the maker was running the show. So I gravitated towards it. But now here we are with her own show. Okay, let's go to the next one. Cassian Andor. My dude died in Road One. His story is over. Why are you going into the well to give him a story where we already knew what his outcome was? That's like the Black Widow thing all over again. Why are you making a Black Widow movie? We already know she died in Infinity. Why? I mean, it doesn't make no sense. The time that you should have did that was right after Winter Soldier. What was the purpose? You had a female character that was with the Avengers for damn near eight years. And all of a sudden, y'all said, oh, it was not the right time. Soon as Wonder Woman came out, blew the doors off of everything, made all that money, here y'all bitches come in with Captain Marvel. Meanwhile, you just Black Widow on the low. Got your fucking relations, Marvel. That's why y'all dickheads are still. That's why your dickheads are still trying to touch shoulders with greatness with the DCEU. But I digress. This is not for that. But the premise is still there. Why are you doing a Cassian Andor show? We already know he died at Scarif. But diversity. You got to have a Latino man show or what have you. And in a way, maybe that can make up for the bullshit that the fucking Isaac went through. Get slapped up 17 times by Princess Leia. I mean, come on, man. Hot-headed. He doesn't listen. Like I said, Matriarch was just being beaten down. But you got to give him a show. Okay. Diversity wins. Give him a show. Give him a show. Now, here we go with Lando. Lando? Now y'all thinking about Billy D? Now you're thinking about Lando? Oh my God. Did we not learn anything from the Solo or Star Wars story? Did we not learn anything from that? There is no place for that type of Lando in our movies or in our show. Now, I know some of y'all may be sympathetic to Disney and whatnot and blah, 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 but come on, man. As soon as you saw the Lando thing, and I know what they're trying to do, because they got a black guy that did this movie, and I saw the movie and it was pretty good. So they're letting the brothers or the sisters have the handle on Lando, But what do you know? The guy that's spearheading it or whatever. What do you really know about Lando? What is his history? The EU, gives him a great little history there. He got 3 beautiful novels back in the day. He's a scoundrel. He's a card shark, a gambler, but he's the smoothest man around. He was the Baron of Cloud City. I took his name. So what are you doing with him? Are you using the EU law that gives some self-respect to my boy? Give respect to Billy D? Do you use that? Or are you going the Solo story pansexual robot fucker, version, that dabbles in cards? I mean, because if you're doing that, then you got an audience for it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not your target audience. You know what I'm saying? Now, what type of story are you going to tell? You're going to tell his origin story? You're going to tell, what are you doing? We don't know. But somebody said they're going to try to bring the flick. All right, well, whatever. Just as long as he's not fucking robots. Robots is not talking about, oh, he likes me. It's a thing. And droid rights. And just don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. If you're going to force the issue, because to me, that's what you're doing. You're forcing the issue. You can make up another black character as far as the diversity thing goes, because that's your tag word. That's why Andor got his shit. So, yeah. Oh my goodness. Boy, I love these guys. They making new shit. Oh, trust me, I could do this all day. But yeah. What are you gonna do with them? So the jury is out on that. We got to see a trailer in order to know what we're going to be watching. Now, next up, and this is the one I'm trying to save. Next up is the one and only Acolyte. Now this. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Damn. Okay. I was that somebody got. Oh, here we go. Abu Nas is fat and ugly. Yeah, well, I did put on a little bit of COVID weight. I don't have the 6-pack anymore. I'm like Boba Fett. I got the dad bod, but I got a little something. Put hands on people. I still got that. I can't say I'm ugly. I know all my kids are beautiful. But they pretty much come from their mama. All my kids are beautiful. I just, it's kind of helping along those lines. My mommy says I'm special. Mommy says I'm beautiful. So that's what it is. But let's get back, because the trolls are still trying to make up accounts, just trying to get in here, and we just starting them down. That's how you know these fuckers don't have no life. That's how you know those guys are fat and ugly. Oh, man. So, it is what it is. So, all right, Acolyte. Yeah, this is what it is. Oh my goodness. All right, Acolyte. Yeah, look at my girl OG ho. Stay mad. Yeah, they do. They do. Tracy, you already know, baby girl. Mwah, thank you. I'm trying though. I'm already a half a century old, so not bad for somebody, old as dirt and fat and ugly, right? But the Acolytes. Now, this story is supposed to be, according to Kennedy, that what is it? Acolyte. I'm trying to find it. Oh, they didn't show it there? Ah, fuck me. Okay. Well, from what I've heard and what I've seen, it's supposed to be in the High Republic era. It's supposed to be in the High Republic era, and some sinister stuff is going on or whatever, but that will usher in the darkness rising into the Republic. So in my head, I'm saying to myself, what are they doing? So they're having some sort of story to kind of tie into some darkness rising, to usher in the high era of the High Republic era, and go into the prequels. So in my head, I'm like, are they trying to introduce the Sith early? I mean, because the movies made it very clear. The books made it very clear. They was in hiding. Nobody knew they was back. So follow the logic here. So if they're not back, that means, so where's this coming from? You can't show the Sith. So, Soul Assassin said, I just didn't notice it. Yeah, they can't. Yeah, they said it can't be Sith. They're in hiding. Yeah, it has to be another group, but you can't. So what? You making more Sith? There's only 2. So how are you going? See what I'm saying? Shit is so fucking convoluted. They already changing the aspects of the Force in the High Republic anyway. Shit, they had to put Yoda in the goddamn cover just to sell the books. But he's not even in the damn comic book. But yet Yoda is too fucking dominant. And they have to peel away that in order to make the safe space people feel safer. Or creative, however they want to look at it. You're doing shit for your target audience. We are not your target audience, obviously. But you're making these changes to fit your whole narrative. Your whole narrative of what you want to see in the Force, or what you want to see from the Jedi, or what you want to see from the Sith. But this is Disney fake Lucasfilm. They own the property now. So now they can make whatever fucking changes they want. It's sad. It's really sad. Here comes this other one. Droids. The Droid Show. Did you see this shit? Oh my goodness. Oh shit. Yeah, what happened? We got Jody trolls in here. Oh, you know what? That might be Jody himself. That might be, these same people are gay. Come on, man. Can you do better than that, Jody? Can you do better than that? My God, man. My God. Can you do better than that? I mean, we ain't even talking about your ass. But we did kind of screamed on you on the Dark Council, though. So, I'm sorry, Jody. But yo, pay your rent, motherfucker. Pay your rent. Got the federal grant paying for your bullshit studio. Pay your rent, man. But anyway, back to the droid story. So y'all bringing C-3PO and R2-D2 back from the dead, huh? y'all bringing them back from the dead, right? God damn, baby. It's like you couldn't even show them love in the sequel trilogy, but now after everything went to shit, no merch is being sold. BB-8 is not even thought about again. There you go. All right, well, let's bring back R2-D2 and C-3PO. Shit, we could try to. I know Anthony Daniels ain't even fucking, not even paying him no mind behind that. You dissed him in Rise of Papa Palpatine. So yeah, okay, it's all good. It's all good. So now they got them up and running again. And guess what they're going to do, folks? They're going to go on a series of adventures. Yeah, lots of adventuring, right? You know, but I guess they're trying to cater to the real low common denominator, the kids. Yeah, they ain't going to question anything. They sure not going to drop the EU law on them. Yeah, it's perfect. Put a couple of droids on TV. Call it a day. The Last Jedi fan. Oh, I hope you accept me even if I like The Last Jedi. Hey, man, you call yourself The Last Jedi fan, what can I tell you, man? As long as you in here and you behave yourself, you good. I mean, you know, I can't stand that piece of trash movie. It's the dirt. It's lower than scum. But as long as you like it, all good, brother. All good. Like I said, I'm not the same person I was 3 years ago. So I'm learning to live and love and let love, you know? All right, well, past the droids, because that pretty much is a throwaway. God damn. They'll put anything on TV now just to see if it makes it stick with our emotions. You know what I'm saying? With our feels. This is this is what I call the member berry hype train. You can't peddle the fucking new series starring Mary Sue Ray, Phasma, emo bitch Kylo, you know, Rose Tico and the other security forces. Finn learning Jedi techniques on his own. You can't make a series out of that. You can't make a series out of none of that shit. None of it. Shit. And the only series they make out of that I would watch is fucking General Hux. I want to see General Hux in his prime. You know what I'm saying? Barking order. Bow to the first order. Shit. I'll watch a General Hux show. Fuck that. That was my dude. You fucked it up. You know? Oh, man. See, this is the dumb shit right here, but that's okay. No, somebody should have aborted you. Somebody should have aborted you, little fuck boy. Like I said, ain't got the balls to come on here and say, but it probably somebody in our fandom, you know, that's real salty right now. And I'm gonna address that in a little bit. But yeah, man, they ain't got none of the sequel trilogy people that they can rock with. None. So now they gotta go back to the well. To the well. You know? But I know there's one show that I'm very interested in seeing. Rangers of the New Republic. Now, the popular opinion is that, you know, somebody say, well, Rangers, what's that sound like? Well, sounds like something that is interesting, because I ain't never heard of it. But I already know, you know, from the grapevine, that it's possibly can be Cara Dune's show. You know? Cara Dune's show. Yeah. And I said, that makes perfect sense. She's a marshal of the New Republic now. So she has a presence. Gina Carano played the hell out of her. And she is somebody that's level-headed, both in and out of the TV show. OG Star Wars with the $3.99 super sticker. I wish I could see what it was, but I'm sending you so much love, OG. Keep your head up, girlfriend, because you are really, really a stand-up, a woman, a stand-up fan in this community. You know, haters gonna hate. Now, what was I saying before I got distracted? Yeah, Cara Dune show. You know, Gina Carano. Yeah, she doing her thing. God bless her. God bless her. She deserved that show. If anything, yeah, Rangers of the New Republic. Shit, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Shoot, I love seeing Gina Carano kick ass, take names, and flash that winning smile of hers. Yeah, she got me sold. So yeah, sign me up for Rangers of the New Republic. The only thing I hope they don't do is just they go through a whole bunch of shit that really don't need to be in it. Just stay in your lane in terms of that person, her history. She was born and raised in Alderaan, so yeah, you could go flashbacks on that and the family and everything. But I'll still rock with it. The Bad Batch. The Bad Batch is an animation, so they staying on the lines with Bad Batch in terms of the Clone Wars style of animation. So it's gonna further their adventures, whether it's still in the waning years of the Clone Wars. I saw a little clip of it. I like the Bad Batch. Or at least that was one of the episodes of the final season that I was digging. So I was like, okay, I'll check it out. You know, like I said, I'm not being hard. I mean, Disney is spending fucking gobs of money, you know, that you could put anything out. You put that out, okay. You got me intrigued. Will it be good? The jury is still out. You know, I'm just intrigued because I like what I saw in the last, you know, season of Clone Wars. So I'm giving it a shot. Don't worry. If they get on their bullshit, I'll be right there to shut that shit down. Shut it down. You know? And, of course, Mandalorian's going into season 3, you know? Because you already know they're going to have that. Yeah, because I saw The Mandalorian not too long ago. It's a filler episode. It's a filler episode. So, not much went down. But I got into it, you know, off of my man Bill Burr, you know, because he was really speaking along his history, man. I like his character development. You know, he was a crazy mofo in season 1, but I like the humanity that they brought to him, you know. But he still his things, you know. Oh, look at you. Look at you. You insignificant pieces of shit won't shut anything down. Really? Really? Well, you know what? You are somebody that we know, though. We do know that, you know. So you're not man enough to come on your account. So I don't know. So you go back to blah. Oh, happy making new accounts. Happy making new accounts. Happy making new accounts. Punk ass bastard. Okay, now he gone. Oh man, there's 36 people in the chat. I am so sorry that we have to deal with these haters and suckers and up in here. Subhuman is in the building. Lady Toriel. Ords Boards popped in as well. Oh my God, the Last Jedi fan doing his thing. Yeah, we accept you, brother. Cool Baram, Chris Boyd. The Gospel According Mark with a C is in here. They barely had droids in the movie. Now they got a show. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, they doing something that, like I said, they knew they fucking disrespected R2-D2 and C-3PO. They were the narrators of the entire saga. And you just ran-rotted them. Tracy in the building. Oh, man. Who else is in the house? Becky Browan. Yeah, stupid trolls. Yeah, they're here. Now, I don't get many trolls to come to my chat. So I know it's over some of y'all in the chat that they probably have beef with. OG especially. You know, so it must be somebody. Because we could connect the dots. We could connect the dots to see, you know, who could actually be, you know. See, that's the type of thing. Don't worry, we blocking them. Shh. Lady Toriel, I am so sorry for that. I am so sorry, honey. Hopefully you didn't see that bullshit. You know, you shouldn't be coming to my channel to be harassed or anything like that. You know, and like I said, this is the internet. So, you know, these dudes, you know, got all this energy to be mean and disgusting, but that's okay. You know, they're gonna get this. Yeah, like moderators, just keep an eye on these new troll accounts. I just happen to catch it from the corner of my eye. You know, had to fuck with the trolls. Yeah, Generation Productions. Yeah, it is like that sometimes. But yeah, let's get back to it. I said the Bad Batch. I spoke on the Acolytes. Oh, Rogue Squadron. All right, that's one of the movies that they put now. Patty Jenkins did Patty Jenkins is doing or directing the movie. So pretty much after Wonder Woman 84, she going straight to the galaxy far, far away, which raises some of the questions I had for her in the DCEU. Got kind of answered, you know. So she basically gearing up to do Rogue Squadron. Now, in my head, I always envisioned Rogue Squadron to have Luke Skywalker, Wedge Antilles, you know, and others. I can pretty much guarantee they'll not have Luke Skywalker in the Rogue Squadron, nor Wedge Antilles. We don't know what timeline they're going to use for the Rogue Squadron. If they use the OT, then yeah, obviously Luke Skywalker needs to be in there, you know, if they doing all of that, you know. But oh, my beautiful Lady Toriel, $5 super chat. She says, when they disrespect others, they disrespect themselves. Exactly. But sweetheart, you, OG, Becky, Mads, Mama Bear, none of y'all should be coming in here being disrespected in the manner that these trolls are trying to do. But what they don't know is that we got your back. We love you. We know that that they can never, ever in their lives have women like you in their corner. Never. That's why they so mad and so ignorant. That's why they mad, sad, ignorant, and lonely. Yes, they're lonely. Is what it is, you know. Oh shit! Damn, I'm causing so much problems, man. I got Popo looking for me, but you can't find me. Neither of these trolls. So, but either way, Rogue Squadron. The jury is out because we know nothing other than Patty Jenkins is directing it. So no script, no stars, no nothing. So I can't make a real accurate assessment. But I like Patty Jenkins as a director, you know. And oh, Scooby, stop it. Mads Mama, you wanna do the honors? Any of my brothers? All right. Okie dokie. I'm gonna get rid of this bastard. Yeah, that's exactly it. Gospel according Mark with a C, $5 super chat. Just monetize the hate, my brother. Anyone who matters, God got your back. Enough respect. Same here to you, brother. That's why we're crew, you know. Oh my goodness. That's why we crew, man. Oh shoot. Hold on a second. I have made a terrible mistake, but I'll try to get it back. All right. I'm trying to. I don't know how to do it from this end. Can any of my moderators get Becky back? I tried to block one of the trolls, but I accidentally caught her. And it won't let me do it. And I don't know how to do it from the whatchamacallit, from the StreamYards. I don't even know how that goes. I know I was trying to block that troll, and I was pushing it too goddamn fast. So I caught Becky by accident. The fuckers got me so upset. Now I'm up here blocking all my peoples that I love, and I ain't trying to do that. Yeah, Becky got caught in the crossfire, so I'm trying my best to get her back. You know, I don't want her to even think something's wrong. Trying to find. Where's she at? Bear with me, everybody. Damn, I can't even go up any further. Ugh. Well, I'm glad you got it. I gotta find a way to get her back though. There she goes. Okay, whoo. Oh, Becky, sweetheart, I love you. I am so sorry, sweetie pie. So sorry. You know, trying to get these trolls. Okay, Fatal, good job, brother. Thank you. You know, golly, some people, J-Ham, $5 super chat, got a jet, but you keep making these trolls seethe. Yeah, they seething tonight. Have a good night. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, J-Ham. But yeah, I'm pretty much coming towards the end, you know, because I'm trying to go through all of this and give my thoughts behind it. And yeah, so the Rogue Squadron, we have nothing to see other than Patty Jenkins' little TV thing. And she put on the Rogue Squadron outfit and everything. I like her as a director. I like, you know, how she tells the story. So, am I optimistic? I'm keeping it real. I need to see what you got. You know, so since we ain't gonna see that for a little while, the jury is still out. I don't think they're gonna have Luke, or I don't think they're gonna have Wedge in there. It'd be too problematic. Maybe they want to start with a fresh story, but then that'll probably kill some of the EU lore and novels that the Rogue Squadron has. So, and that's, you know, gonna be unfortunate, you know, but we just gotta see what they got, you know. Now, I saved this one for last because this is the most serious one of them all. This is the one that really, really, really worries me. It's the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Mark with a C, probably. I'm hoping that it don't, but, you know, is Rogue Squadron live action? Yeah, it's a live action movie. Patty Jenkins of Wonder Woman is directing it, you know. But at the same time, Obi-Wan Kenobi is pretty much one of the original standalone shows we as the fandom asked for. Well, outside of Boba Fett back in the day, you know, but they gave us Mandalorian. Obi-Wan was the one we really wanted to see. You know, his life in the desert after Revenge of the Sith. Even though there's a banging novel called Kenobi by Jonathan Jackson Miller, I believe. That book is certified super fresh. You know, awesome novel. I recommend anybody within the sound of my voice to go read that. But since they're doing the series, that is, you know, the thinking of all of us that they're going to concentrate on his life on Tatooine while he's, you know, waiting for Luke to grow up. So there could be many adventures. There could be specific adventures, you know. But here we are. And now, you know, as they're getting ready to start filming, now they make the announcement that the OG Anakin Skywalker himself, Hayden Christensen, is coming back as Darth Vader, which I always wanted him to be. Always. Even in Rogue One, I said, because I went into my fantasy mode, even though it wasn't Hayden in the suit. But when I saw Darth Vader do his thing in the corridor, in my head canon, that's Hayden in the suit. So I can't think of nobody else in that suit outside of David Prowse. You know, Sleep in Power. You know, you did the damn thing. Your legacy is secured. David Prowse is that man. He is the original Darth Vader. But in my head now, all I can see is Hayden. Because of my love for the prequels. Because I love how George Lucas told his story. Little hiccups along the way, I could care less. It's his story. I loved it. Loved it with a passion. So, now Hayden Christensen is back. Now my feelings is all up in it. And this is where, after I get through this, and I talk about the last issue before we get out of here, I get it. When you know, when somebody that you love, that you stand for, you know, in terms of an actor or what have you, and you see him in the show that you want to see, or you may not want to see, you want to, you know, gravitate towards him, see what he got, you know. You know, he got shafted, during, you know, some of the production of the prequels. But we came to love and adore his performance in the way that he did everything that George Lucas asked him to. You can't ask for more than that. You know? And every time I watch the prequels, I just admire him even more. You know? He don't say nothing bad about the fandom. Everybody shitting on him back and forth. He said nothing. He said he appreciates the opportunity George Lucas gave to him, and he will always cherish it. You know? So that's the thing. So in my head, I'm like, okay, that man is a stand-up dude. Generation Productions, man. Good seeing you, brother. Have a great one, brother. And then check the rest of it when you get a chance. So Anakin Skywalker was my Anakin Skywalker. So seeing him reuniting and hearing the things he said about him being grateful to be back into the world he loved. And the fact is that, he said the greatest blessing was to be united with Ewan McGregor. God damn, that got me in my feels. I am not even going to lie. That shit got me in my feels. And then Ewan McGregor did the same thing. He turned around and said, the best part of this is me being reunited with Hayden. I nearly lost it. And this is what brings me to my major problem with this show. Kathleen Kennedy said out of her own mouth, this is going to be the rematch of the century. Rematch of the century? Wait. Rematch of the century for what? As Darth Vader, he doesn't see Obi-Wan until the OT. So how y'all, what rematch are y'all talking about? Are they going to fight again? Are they going to see each other? They're not even supposed to see each other. You know this is a big no-no, right? I don't care if you were all for the Disney thing and how they do it. Guys, that is not supposed to be happening. They are not supposed to meet up until the OT. What the fuck is y'all thinking? So what are they going to do? Because the only way they can get away with this shit is that they would have to have flashbacks of him and Obi-Wan during the Clone Wars. That's it. They're not supposed to be fighting each other. None of that. But with Disney and the shit that came out of Kathleen's mouth, maybe it was a glitch. Maybe it was like you got caught up in the hype and it was like, yeah, the rematch of the century. Yeah. Where cooler heads would prevail. Would probably tell Kathleen, Kathleen, chill the fuck out. They're not supposed to see each other. I know you don't probably look at the movies because if you did, you wouldn't have said that shit. So calm the fuck down. Let the writers and let the real people do that. Shit, if we had half a brain, Jon Favreau will spearhead that shit. But it's Deborah Chow's show, or at least some of it is. But who knows what other hands is going to be dipping in that pie. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if they really want to, they could change that outcome. They could have Obi-Wan and Vader fight again. Some of us might like to see it, but why would you want to see something that you know damn well that contradicts the movies, the OT movies that you're supposed to love? Just because they're your favorite character, shit, they my favorite characters too. I told you, I'm you know what I'm saying? So I love them too, but I don't want them encroaching on the OT. That's George Lucas territory. What are y'all doing? So, I mean, some of it, I can understand, some of you guys is really probably looking forward to the Disney flavor that they laid out here. But y'all gotta come with this with a critical mind. Not trying to tell people how to enjoy your shows. If you like it, you like it. But when they start encroaching so blatantly like that, that's when you gotta pull the brakes. I'm sorry. I don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings behind that, but it is what it is. They're not supposed to do that. That's heresy. That's the worst type of thing. It kills anything that you should be liking about that. Because if they could do that, guess what the real plan is? If they change, if Kathleen or whoever the showrunners are, they make that switch to have them fight again past Revenge of the Sith, that's how you know that their plans, their master plan, is going to go forward. And I know what that master plan is. You want to know what I think it is? Or what I more or less 98% guarantee what it will be? If they continue going down this road, and if they do the things that Kathleen talking about on that announcement, because we got long memories behind that. We need to find out, what did you mean by that? Somebody got to give us answers. But here's the real plan. You're getting all these shows, right? You're getting all these shows with some of your favorites. Lando, R2-D2, C-3PO, You know, for the Cassian Andor fans, you got that. You know, you got Ahsoka. Yeah, of course you got Ahsoka. You know, Rogue Squadron. They're giving you all the memberberry goodness. All the memberberry good stuff. And to top it all, with the cherry on top, is Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're fucking welcome. And we gonna eat it up. We gonna eat it up because we want to see Obi-Wan, Ewan McGregor. Because everybody says he was the best thing in the prequels. You know? But to me, that mean nothing. You know? What are you doing in terms of the actual story that do not contradict George Lucas's movies? You know? What are you going to do about that? Because if you do that, you're contradicting his movies. And if you don't give a fuck about it because George Lucas don't own the company no more, so we going to do whatever the fuck we want, then that tells me, okay, you know, that tells me that you are going to make your own story behind it. You're just not going to pull the trigger until the maker is no longer with us. You're waiting. I'm keeping it 100. You're fucking waiting. I know what your master plan is. You can't do all the good shit because unfortunately all roads still leads back to the ST. As bad as that fucking thing was, they'll just let it ride. Let it, you know, just let it be silent. We'll do all the course correcting to fit our narrative as we go along. You know? That, in my head, I think that's what's happening. So all these shows, all these things that you see, one way or the other, can be and may be touched by the hands of the people that's in charge. Because the Mandalorian's success, you know, could put Kennedy back into the chair again. Unless somebody else wants a job. I know Bob Iger tried to give it to Favreau. Favreau, you know, from what I heard, didn't want the job. And in some ways, as I said in my last live stream the other night, I don't fucking, you know what? I don't even fucking blame him. There's always a corporate flunky here, a corporate bitch there. You don't know who could be, you know, running around here with delusions of grandeur. And you got to fight these simps off, you know, going up the corporate. Yeah, of course. You probably don't even want to fucking deal with that. I just want to make something that reminds me of George Lucas's era. And he's doing such a good job that it might keep Kennedy back in a chair. But still, that's not for certain. There's still a lot of moving parts. You know, for all we know, this is Kennedy's last hurrah. You know, she's out here in the public, smiling and everything. And come on, the people looking at pictures of her smiling, and then Jon Favreau's on the other end, and the Mandalorian Anybody could take pictures and smile. Shit, it doesn't mean that everybody's buddy. You know, so don't get it twisted. So with that, yeah, that's the new plan. And when you're down and out, you got the world beyond worlds, the time machine. That's right. You can change any outcome that you want. They got that up on deck to be used whenever necessary. That's probably pretty much what Ahsoka's show might dive into. You know, because she's going after Grand Admiral Thrawn. And then she got to find Ezra Bridger. And then she got to find the rest of the Rebels. So Ahsoka's show just might be Rebels 2.2. Yeah, 2.0. The series. The live series. See what I'm saying? Everything is connected in the Disney universe, but as far as the EU lore, that shit is being bastardized in every way, shape, or form. You know? So, the Children of Blood and Bone, Visions, I don't know what that is. Indiana Jones coming in for the final ride, you know, 2022. You know, so, yeah, hopefully Harrison Ford will still be with us. You know, God bless. You know, we losing all our heroes. You understand what I'm saying? Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, and Billy D. Williams. Who else? Anthony Daniels is all that's left. You understand what I'm saying? We got to protect our heroes. You know, so, yeah, so that's pretty much it. You know? So, yeah, they dropped the bomb. The internet exploded, but some of our fandom now is choosing sides. But I tell you this. For those that like what you see and you want to give it a shot, God bless you, because I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the same thing. So therefore, you can't tell Abu Nas that I'm just rolling on the hate train just because. You could bet your bottom dollar I'm going to watch the Rangers of the New Republic. You know I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch Ahsoka, just to see how much they're going to fuck up. But at the same time, loving Rosario Dawson all the way. So that's 2. The Bad Batch I may check out because, like I said, it's animation. It's still the Clone Wars thing. So unless they stray out of the stratosphere, I'll still rock with that. Lando, like I said, out of curiosity, I'll watch the first episode and see where it takes me. But I am not holding my breath. As soon as I see some robot talking, Lando wanted to see me in the back. He's bringing champagne and everything. We're going to need some alone time. Once a robot start talking that shit, I'm gone. I'm done. I'm out. And the droid show, not even fucking interested. R2-D2 and C-3PO on adventures. Good luck with that. Good fucking luck with that. So, the Acolytes, High Republic shit do not interest me. And anything that you do to try to, squeeze the whole Sith and Jedi thing is not so much heresy, but it's bullshit. But because y'all got free reign to do this funky shit that you're doing, because Avar Kriss is gonna make an appearance, and the other High Republic characters that we seen in that whole thing, you're gonna see all of them in that show, guaranteed. You think they not? Yeah, Avar Kriss, the best Jedi ever, better than Master Yoda, But you still have to have Master Yoda on the fucking cover just to sell your book, right? Yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah. So I'm a watch it and actually see if they on point or they fucking up, And I have to do that as a YouTuber for as long as I'm here, But the authors, everybody that worked so hard on the EU, it's just getting shafted, man. And then characters and they created scenarios that they came up with is being plucked over just to throw in for Disney. They could use that because it's their property. That's why Alan D. Forth had to go through fucking hell, to get some goddamn revenue for the epic work that he put in, that Disney is still benefiting from. You can't pay the money, no royalties. You got billions and trillions of fucking dollars. It's not my fault that you fucked up Galaxy's Edge. It's not my fault you fucked up the merch. It's not my fault you fucked up the sequel trilogy. So you can't even pay the man? Goddamn, man. What kind of company are you? Corporate company, apparently. So all the shit that we getting right here, you gotta use a critical ear and a critical eye, knowing damn well that what they doing, they're not really trying to service you like you think they are. They're trying to give you enough to keep you in and do all their little funky shit on the side in their scripts, because we see it with the Mandalorian. We see it. If they ain't bothering to change the ST, if they bothering to, hey, okay. It is what it is. And that's what I come to accept now. Disney owns the property. They're going to do whatever the fuck they want. It's heresy to touch the OT movies, but guess what? Their real plan is to wait. Once the maker is no longer with us, that's when they're going to start. The OT is going to get transformed. Empire Strikes Back is going to get transformed. They tried to do that shit in the comic. And some comic book making, having Han mansplaining or something stupid. More attacks on the patriarchy. All this good shit. And remember the cartoon thing? With the Princess Leia slapping Luke up and all that? Mm-hmm. They're going to give you more of that good flavor. More of that good flavor. Down with the patriarchy, up with the matriarchy. Nothing in the middle. It's either or. You know? You see it in TV shows, you see it in movies. It's sickening and it's disheartening. But I guess we gravitated to the Mandalorian because as Drunk 3PO, shout out to Drunk 3PO, he made a very, very valid point in terms of a Mando episode I wasn't even feeling. But so much. And he made a very good point. At least the Mandalorian is showing love for fathers and sons. Changed my attitude behind that episode real quick. Even though I still can't stand it for the way, they're fucking bastardizing the lore and everything and trying to be slick. But I can appreciate when you're showing love to fathers in a sea of movies and shows that men ain't shit, and everybody else is great. And if we say anything about it in terms of bad story choices and how you propping up characters, sexist, misogynist, toxic, blase, blah. You can't even win for losing. So why should certain people hold their tongue when, if you're watching something and you like it, well, I know that maybe your opinions may not be wanted or, why you got to keep bombarding me with EU stuff and this, that, whatever. No, it's not bombarding. I look at it as somebody, sending a tweet or a text or a post on Facebook just describing what they saw and how they felt about it. It's up to the individual that's reading it that, like I said, arguments can be quickly, knocked down by saying, well, you know what, I kind of like it, and I'm going to roll with it. Now it's on the bearer of the person that did the first tweet to not push the issue. Sometimes, we can push the issue without even realizing it, trying to convince them that they need to see outside. Look, if you drop the link, if you gave a piece of an article that says contrary to what Disney is putting down and that the EU law was better and they don't respond, leave it alone. Leave it alone. If I have to point something out, if I have to do all of this, just to show you how the EU structure is brilliant, and you don't respond, you just feel like, because now people are getting annoyed with people that actually, have an opinion about the way Disney does certain things, that's not correct, that we know is not correct, that they have a history of doing shit that's not correct when it comes to characters that we love. Everybody has a right to their opinion. So don't shut them out, or just say, oh, here you go nitpicking, or here you go complaining, or here you go. No. You have a right to say something. Shit, I have a right to say something. I dare any one of y'all to tell me I'm nitpicking. Shut the fuck up. I'm watching something and I see something wrong. I'm going to say something. You don't like it? Too bad. If you want to watch it, go ahead and watch and enjoy yourself. Shit, you in your room, I'm in my room. Why do I have to be bombarded with this all the time? On my timeline, there's the mute button, there's the delete, there's the this. I don't make it my business personally myself to be all up on Twitter and this and that and that. I'm sliding back. I'm chilling. If I really have to say something on that platform based off of something I've seen, I will put it there. But I'm not going to go back and forth and make 20 other tweets behind it. If you read it and you understand it, then that's enough. I got things to do. I ain't got time for that. So people that have time to just, like I said, it's a pandemic. It's a soft lockdown. Everybody is home. Everybody is just chilling. So you got more time to be on Twitter. Shit, the pronoun kids live on this shit. And they praising this shit to the letter. Woo-hoo-hoo! Captain Kennedy is back! Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, we got my girl back! And then they coming after us. Yeah, Phantom Menace! Ha-ha! Sucking bitches! Woo-hoo-hoo! Ha-ha-ha! Oh, and the Captain Kennedy's gonna be the queen forever! Yeah. Like these dumbasses actually think that Kathleen Kennedy have anything to do with all of this. Nothing. They They came up, like I said, the people that show running, they came up with these ideas. It wasn't Kathleen Kennedy that said, let's have a Willow show, let's have a droid thing, let's have a Rogue Squadron, and let's have Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, you think Kathleen Kennedy did all of that? Fuck out of here. Stop it. That bitch is working overtime trying to keep a job. And the fact that, you know, it was an open secret that people already said, yeah, they trying to get rid of her. You know? Nobody don't want her job. That's why she's still there. So shut the fuck up about y'all. Oh, Kathleen Kennedy is never gonna go away. I told you she was staying. You ain't telling me shit. Nobody ain't fucking want the job, man. Shit, how you gonna fire somebody if nobody don't take a place? You know? Arguing don't got her already on a short leash anyway. That's why the Mandalorian is successful as it is. You think if that bitch was sitting up there running the Mandalorian show, y'all would be loving that shit? Shit, yeah, right. Yeah, right. My ass, baby. Nah. That shit would have had 16 Mary Sue Rays, slapping up another Latino man back and forth. Fucking the black man is the janitor chasing chicks he ain't fucking. Yeah, that'll be the Kathleen Kennedy show for y'all. Y'all motherfuckers would have probably ate it up. Y'all so hard up. Yeah. You know? But no. Jon Favreau said, if I'm doing this, y'all stay out my way. Kennedy didn't like it. I could say I could give less than a fuck what you like. You stay your ass over there. Yo, Favreau, do your thing. That name, executive producer, is name only. You know? Whatever influence she got a little side base. But like I said, the whole rumor was that there was a civil war. There was no civil war. Kennedy, shut the... Come on. Stop it. You don't know what the fuck going on in there. Shit, y'all lost so much money, something's going on. So stop it. So yeah, this is what's happening. Kathleen doing what Kathleen does. Does the cheats, does the signing of the check, does this. You know? And whatever influence she has, it's on a small level. But I'm telling you right now, that show worked because of Favreau and what he's doing. You can see pictures of Kennedy at the set and whatever, but they keeping it 100. You know, you show that to the media and give a fuck. Let me do what I do. Because as soon as, if she was that influential, and then you would have heard rumblings behind Favreau would have bounced. Favreau would finish whatever he finished, and he will fucking bounce. And you will see how much you like the fucking Mandalorian going forward with her as in control. Stop it. You lying to yourself. You can't lie to me. You can't lie to me, man. I'm too quick for this. That's the only reason this show really banging. That's the only reason this show gave Kennedy some life support. Because of that show. So don't worry. You know? The times is coming. Change is coming. Now you got a whole bunch of shit that you can look at now. And, like I said, the EU law masters is going to be on their game. And I welcome that with them. But at the same time, I feel for my brothers and sisters that like certain things in The Mandalorian, because guess what? I'm with you too. I'm with you too. So my EU law, you know, family or whatever, you know, sometimes they may get a little rambunctious. I'm just here to tell y'all, you know, express yourself. But calm that rhetoric about we're not real fans and we just happen to like Mandalorian, whatever the case may be. You know? And I'm just saying that as a general principle. You know? We're not back in the three years ago. We're not back at those days no more. You know? We've evolved. We refined ourselves. We could take, you know, some pleasure in something in Star Wars because we need something. You know? It's ingrained in our subconscious. It's almost like, I can't fucking stand Star Wars now. I ain't watching shit about Star Wars no more. Fuck Star Wars. And then all of a sudden, subconsciously, we click on to Disney. And we watch Star Wars. Mandalorian. You know, Rebels or whatever. You know? And like I said, the EU purists, the EU, you know, law masters, as I call them, you know, they're everywhere. They're some of your favorite YouTubers. You know, it's their job to at the very least keep Lucas' legacy, alive and respected? Is that a difficult concept for y'all to have? But a lot of our discourse comes from one person starting being aggressive, and then the person feel like they threatened, so they have to, come back. That's a lot of times where these arguments start from. And you can't really dissimulate how a person feels through words on a text, but sometimes you can feel it, And it hurts my heart when people that you love and respect go at each other, but at the same time, you wish that, listen, we still enjoying what we love, Some of us is hard to the core and like, I ain't fucking with Star Wars no more, no how. And I applaud you, because I was right there with you, But, I look at it like this. Whatever it is that the Mandalorian is doing correctly, it touches us in our heart. And we like to see it. And you know what? I don't begrudge nobody for that. None. As a matter of fact, I'm with you. So I'm watching it too. But where I got the critical eye, the EU lore masters know they shit. They gotta point this thing out, because if Kennedy and anybody else that's in their camp that likes to dip into the EU that you said that is irrelevant, that George Lucas said you should use, and you fucking said no, then goddamn it, you need to be fucking reminded. You need to be reminded. Because if you're not reminded, your knowledge of everything gets lost in the sauce. I'm keeping it 100. Get mad at me all you want. It doesn't change nothing. I could sit with you and enjoy the Mandalorian show, but as soon as I see something funny, I'm going to make mention of it. You could be right next to me. And I was like, yeah, but that shit is not good. They took this, and this, and then they flipped it over, and that's some bullshit, Disney. But just keep going. I'm not ruining your day. I'm just speaking my opinion. But at the end of the day, when the Mandalorian goes into the action piece, I'm like, wow, that's some good action piece right there. Yeah, I like that. Show's over. You like it for what you see. I liked it to a certain point until they started fucking with the lore, and I make it mention. It's not that difficult, So we both on each side need to know how to talk to each other. You understand? We do. We haven't had such a hard time trying to verbalize certain things without people catching feelings, And some people, unfortunately, are arrogant in our community, I'm not mentioning names, but some people are a little bit on the arrogant side where, somebody with a little bit more knowledge of the law just want to just drop some knowledge. And you think it's nitpicking. Oh, why are you doing that? Nobody doesn't have time for that no more. No, not enough time. Shit, you're going to be wishing you had enough time once, if God forbid, if the maker leaves us and they accelerate their plans to change up the very thing that you love, that you said should not be touched, they're going to touch that shit. OT, New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and God knows what they're going to fucking do with Return of the Jedi now. Remember? Mary Sue Ray was supposed to be the chosen one. Remember that? Yeah, of course. You don't want to see that shit. Hell no. You don't want to see that shit. But, you shouldn't, like I said, you should let people live. Let people live and do what they do. And like I said, if you're really annoyed at people dropping EU law or this, that, whatever, just push the mute button. Problem solved. Everybody's going to go about their business behind this anyway, But as far as us EU lore masters, tone down the rhetoric a little bit, Don't go out your way telling people they're not fans, Save that for the shills. For people that love Disney since the Last of the Jedi days. That props The Last Jedi as the greatest masterpiece ever to put in celluloid. Learn, get in their asses. The Swankmatron, Adam Lance Garcia, fucking Steele Saunders, fainting all the time. Yeah. Get in their asses. You know? If anything, bring the EU law to these motherfuckers. But the regular Joe Blow, like I said, they just here to enjoy whatever they can enjoy. And I applaud them because I'm doing the same thing. So I know I better not see nobody come at me talking about I'm not a real fan because I like the Mandalorian. And don't come to me with that. You're going to get your feelings really hurt. So tone down the rhetoric. It's not that serious. You know, let us complain, let us bitch, let us moan. You know, but at the same time, you may see some wisdom in it. Some people are done with Star Wars, and I get it. I get it, and I understand. You know, the shield channels now, they getting on their bullshit. They getting on their bullshit because they know our community is not having a good time of it. And that's another reason why I'm trying to tell y'all guys, yo, just like I said, let a lot of this shit go. You know, let a lot of this shit go. You know, you like it, God bless you, man. Because I will retweet, you know, if you like certain things, I'm going to retweet and be like, yeah, I'm glad you liked it, you know. Or I'll answer you in your comment section. Yeah, I like it, you know, certain things, but I'm not digging this. But at least you can know from the spirit of it, you know who Abu Nas is. Well, I know Abu Nas. He's not really into it. You know, he's part of the law team. Yeah, you know, I'm part of the team that respects George Lucas's work. Everything that he built, everything that he put together with all the other incredible writers to give us the lore that we've been rolling with for 30 plus years until Disney came in, shook the shit up, said that the EU is trash and it's not necessary, but yet, here they go. Dipping, taking, bringing, everything. You know? So if you hypocrites can do something like that, then obviously we're gonna keep giving you the business. You know? But I can't begrudge nobody other than the fact that Mandalorian basically almost saved this woman's job. But we don't know what the true end story will be. But I know if this shit that they trying to give us now falls on their face in terms of the writing, in terms of the directing, in terms of the story elements that they choose to tell, then we'll be back in a good place to bring all of this shit to an end. Because remember, as long as Jon Favreau's here, the Disney stocks is climbing up. So who knows? Who knows? She still may leave. You know? She may still may leave. This is probably like a swan song or something. Which is fine. You know? Which is fine. But if she's still staying, if she has any influence on all these other shows, then hey, you don't know what could happen. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna go with the flow with this. I'm not, with the hashtag of the Fandom Menace anymore. I retired. So a lot of my fighting, getting in people's faces, going in every Twitter account, just straight up, and yeah, I'm cooling out. Let me see who else is in the building. I know our trolls are kind of like died down. They can only build but so many fucking accounts to act like a damn fool. Alex Cogan is in the house. Igor Snowden, what's going on, brother? Yeah, Haley Stanfield. Yeah, what is she? Is she in the new Hawkeye show or something? I can't remember. Is she on the Star Wars show? Let me know. So I could check her out. Terminus. KK didn't seem very enthusiastic about announcing all this new stuff. No, you know what, Terminus? That's a good catch. Yeah, she was like reading from the script, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they screw up Gotham by Gaslight. Oh, Sentinel's in the house. Eric McIntyre. Renee Patrick. Oh, I'm so happy to see you, sweetheart. Sorry, I'm sitting up there trying to give shout out to everybody. Starkiller Sith Lord. Seeing all these people praising all these Star Wars announcements are the same people that let themselves get suckered into TFA was a good film. It's the same way. Well, most of our people in our community that I rode with wasn't on really, was okay with the TFA, for the fact that it wasn't a bad, objectively bad film, but the glaring issues notwithstanding, when Chewie, walked past Leia. Yeah, Chewie walked past, she walked past Chewie to hug, Leia. Yeah, that is a major no-no. But at least Abrams came out with it. But no, you're supposed to be cognizant of this shit. And the Force Awakens was the safe one until that book of Bob Iger came out. Now I'm shitting all over it. I don't give a fuck about that movie. That movie was trash now, just based off of the intentions, But yeah, people are praising this, But you got to remember, there's a big chunk of the 18 to 25-year-olds, the pronoun kids, that's gonna love everything Disney anyway. So they got big mouths. They got time to make multiple tweets and all of that. The shill media still trying to relive the glory days of Collider. They trying to suck on to whoever else that likes this shit, and then they gonna feed them. That's how it works. So good, Like I said, everybody gotta have something for someone. Fat Steven Seagal, I'm not wearing any panties. That's funny. Hope Favreau is squeezing Disney for every dollar he can. I hope so too, Trencher. I hope so too. And like I said, I'm of the mindset now that, I love what I'm seeing right now from these people. Alex Kroger, Red Hood, I think talking about the Filoni will do anything and make anything as long as he can put Ahsoka in it somehow. Yeah, like I said, she got her own soul. So she's set. She's set now. Everything is good in her world. OG Star Wars says Filoni is known to ruin the community, done it in the past, and now the present. Yeah, well, the continuity. Yeah, well, yeah, he has his own plan. I know it. A lot of people do know it. And like I said, it's gonna be blatantly apparent pretty soon. So we're just holding our breath behind that. Raging Rhino in the house. Oh man, I didn't even know my boy was here. Good to see you, Raging Rhino. I know you done with Star Wars. You was like, pfft. You know what I'm saying? You made it. Let it be known. And I can't hate on that, brother. I can't hate on that. Like I said, I'm a softie. I got sucked into the Mandalorian. It gave me a little bit of Star Wars flavor, and I kind of liked it. I got Stockholm syndrome. I almost can't help myself sometimes. Jedi Padawan trailer. OG Star Wars is the EU mistress. Yes, she is. In every way, shape, or form. Moria Kitty, oh my goodness. Hello, sweetheart. So good that you're here. Hopefully you're still here, hanging out. I'm about to wrap this up. Vasanth Kumar. Hello, Mr. President. Abu Nas, tons of love and cheers from India. As you know, always a fan. Well, I'm a fan of you, brother. I'm a fan of you. Thank you. I don't need to call you a fan. You're not a fan. You're a good brother of good standing to me. You understand? And you are always welcome in my home. So happy to see you rocking all the way from India. John Campion. Oh, this is the greatest Star Wars thing of ever done of all times. Oh, Kathleen Kennedy's going to give us the good shit, and we're going to love it, and we're going to blah, 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 blah. You can leave it to Campion. Leave it to Campion to get in his feelings, man. Here we go. Notice a lot of shill channels coming up, ramping up their slanderous attack on the fandom menace. Now they sense blood in the water. Now we're divided. Yeah, but don't let them win. Don't let them win. We have disagreements, but we're still one community. People want to go their own way. Let them go their own way. Let them go their own way. Raging Rhino says, Mando is a weak show. 10 more shows just like it, but female-centric. And Anakin and Obi-Wan are going to get all kinds of shit fucked up with their story. Out and angry. I'm angry too, Rhino. I'm angry too. But what I'm trying to do is tempering it until I see it. But deep in my heart, Rhino, I'm with you. They gonna fuck this up big time in some way, shape, or form with Obi-Wan. And the floodgates is gonna call. Then we have to ask our people that actually like, some of the Disney stuff. Is this something you gonna tolerate? They're encroaching on your OT. The OT that you revered, that you said that this was the Holy Grail. You want them to continue changing that to fit their narrative, to fit their schemes and their stuff? Because if you do want that, or if you don't mind them doing that, then I have to say, you're not really a fan like that to me. That would be the only way I will actually come out and say, you can't be a fan. If you're a fan of Star Wars, why would you want somebody to shit all over Lucas's work? If you like what Disney is doing, tell these motherfuckers, yo, make up your own stories. Leave the shit that you said that you wasn't going to use. Leave that shit alone. It's our property. We brought it. We can use it. No. Because if that was the case, you should have listened to George Lucas when he told you the first time to use it. Dumbasses. Shit, you can't have it both ways. But apparently, Disney think they do. And this is where the problem lies. So I don't know, man. I don't know. You know? I've seen too many communities torn apart over stupid shit. Yeah, it is stupid that we're at each other's throats behind this. But at some point, we are going to come together. You know what? Inadvertently, this whole announcement could be the thing that does bring us back together if everything that I fear about certain shows, especially the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, comes to pass. Yeah, we will all rally around. Hopefully, we will all rally around it, especially when they encroach on the OT. Episode 4, 5, and 6. You got to stand up for something. You know? So I applaud you for being who you are. You know, being honest with yourself. If you like something, shit, I'm being honest. I'm coming clean. I'm really coming clean. I am going to watch Ahsoka. I'm going to watch the Rangers. You know, Bad Batch, I'll definitely check out. You know, Cassian Andor story, I'll check out on a whim. But I know I probably won't really flow with it. I want to rock with Lando just because, but it's Disney. If they're going to go on the premise of Solo, the Star Wars story, to model that character, you damn sure know I ain't fucking watching that. I am not even thinking about it. The droid thing is just a shit in a bucket. Acolytes is not in my preview. You ain't fucking around with more of the lore behind that. To make up shit as you go along. To follow, because you do the show to kind of like mirror the books. You know what I'm saying? So you have your little 1-2 punch of your own your flavor there. Not on my watch. Fuck you. The High Republic or whatever the Republic, the Old Republic is the Old Republic. It's no such thing as a High fucking Republic. What about a Low Republic? How about Medium Republic? What the fuck are you calling it High Republic for? Stop it. That's just leave that shit alone, man. Leave it alone. You know? But this is where we at. Then DeJargin said this is the way. Yeah. You know? My brother David Hervey in the building, $10 super chat. He said Favreau and Filoni sat down and consulted with George Lucas and tried to do their best to fix what Kennedy destroyed, trying to push an agenda. It's not perfect, but it's more palatable for now. Yeah, I totally agree. I know Favreau sat with Lucas. I don't know about Filoni. Filoni probably was there for maybe a couple of meetings, and they kept it civil, but I know George is still like fuming. Like, really, dude? Really? But all right, whatever. You know, you got your girl, whatever. You know? But Favreau, I know Favreau was on it. He absolutely hated the sequel trilogy, Last Jedi, all of that. But, like I said, you got a section of shill fans and young, pronoun kids. I will swear to high heaven or holy hell, this is the holy grail of Star Wars. So why are we not, at the very least, challenging them on that? You know, even the people that like The Mandalorian, like myself, challenge them. You know, shoot, sick out EU lore masters on them. You know, shit, if y'all getting upset behind that, then we need to sick them on those guys. Make them really mad. You know, Filoni telling of Jeffrey Turner said Filoni's telling of Star Wars may go against the EU, but still at least he tell good story. He just has his own view of the law. Okay, Jeffrey, I can dig that. You know, he has his own view of the law, but his own view doesn't necessarily have to be right. You know, I mean, especially if your own view of the law is going over something that was established by the maker. Ahsoka's existence is only based off of promoting Anakin's story. That was her entire existence. Nobody can tell me nothing other than that, because that's how she was created. But I thought Filoni created Ahsoka. No, George Lucas had a hand in that. So if he had a hand on it, then guess what? He knew what he wanted to do. Filoni just filled in the blanks. You know, unless there's some other evidence contrary to that. You know, but I will give it to Filoni that he does tell good stories, especially in the original Clone Wars. That was my shit. I love that. You know, I loved it. So I'm not gonna be a hypocrite and say that he doesn't have some talent. It's just that his talent is based off of his ideology and what he wants to see. You know, and some of it is not in line with the maker's vision. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. It really isn't. You know, but this is the world that we live in now. So we gotta wait with bated breath to see how this thing is gonna turn out. You know, Trencher 1375 said the difference between Mandalorian and TLJ is that even if Mandalorian gets traits about Boba Fett wrong, at least they are trying their best to show him as cool warrior, while TLJ was just spiteful. Yeah. Like I said, I love Dad Bod. You know, Boba Fett busting ass, doing Arnold Schwarzenegger Commando. Yeah, he's not supposed to do that, but I enjoyed seeing him bashing and stuff like that. I laughed at it. It was funny. Stormtroopers was Keystone Cops over there. They just running into each other, running into a Dad Bod Warhammer and all that. Yeah, but that was not really how Boba Fett got down. Not in terms of fighting like that. That's not his style. But, you know, it is what it is, you know. But I saw some enjoyment in that. So, yeah, sue me. I liked it, you know. Yeah, so I will say, if we ever get the true sequels, it'll need to have Skywalker and Solo twins for real. Yes, sir. EU all the way, every day, you know. So I could tell you right now, my heart, you know, my heart is in the right place when it comes to this, you know. My heart is definitely in the right place. True, Ahsoka expanded Anakin's story. I think she can also expand Luke's. She teaches him with saber dueling, hence he managed to hold his own without Vader, without being beaten easily. No, I would respectfully disagree on that. She can't expand Luke's story. Luke's story was expanded in the perfect way in the EU. And I'm an EU lore person, so I cannot fathom Ahsoka, even though she's still technically a Padawan. So she's not even a Jedi, technically. You know, she has training, but she's not the one to know every and all things unless she snuck and got holocrons or whatever you. Like I said, she was in Rebels. She doesn't seem like, you know what I'm saying? Like all of this wisdom and knowledge and this, that, whatever. Like I said, I can't fathom her doing that with Luke. You know, I like Luke the way he is. He taught himself. He got the holocrons, the books from Obi-Wan, all the scrolls from Yoda's hut, and he found the book of the Jedi. You know, that chronicles everything that you need to know. You know, this was the EU lore that was released before the Disney sale. That chronicles how Luke took these pages, made notations, and studied this. You know, furthering his knowledge, his wisdom and understanding. Many EU books that chronicles Luke Skywalker's journey. I don't want that fucked up with Ahsoka. Of all people, no. That's the lazy way of doing it. That's the Filoni, oh, I love my magic queen, that she could do everything, including teach Luke Skywalker. No, not on my watch. Not on my watch. I mean, if you like it, you know, it's all good, but I can't. No. Maybe Leia, but no. And I only said maybe Leia as an offhanded joke. I don't even want that with Leia either. You know, she has to be trained by her brother. You know, I mean, if anything, Ahsoka should come into contact with Luke to bring closure. If you're going to have her all the way in the OT, bring closure to her story by saying that I redeemed your master, my father, Anakin Skywalker. Perfect. The end. The end. You know? So I don't know. I don't know. But that's my opinion, Jeffrey. And like I said, your opinion has value. You know what I mean? Because you may see things differently from me. So I respect that, you know? And, you know, I like I said, she can't, David Hervey, Ahsoka can't use Jedi holocrons because she's not a Jedi. No, she's not equipped to open one. She doesn't have the knowledge and the skill to open up a holocron. You know, that takes years. That's like almost decades. You gotta learn. You gotta really be on it like that to open up the holocron. That's why only the Jedi Masters can do that. You know, not a regular Joe Blow. You know, but didn't they have Ezra Builder open up a holocron or something? I don't know. That's I can't even remember. But Fat Steven Seagal, $2 super chat. Always here for the council and fans alike. Yeah, I'm here for the fans. I'm in shit for fuck it. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, all the things that the sequel trilogy gave us is a prelude to what could happen with all of this now. I mean, shit, they gave us titty-sucking, soy-drinking Luke. Han, after being a general, loving his wife, now he's a deadbeat dad and a scoundrel again. You can't make this shit up. You know what I'm saying? You really can't. Everybody else was perfect except our heroes. So I don't even know what's going to happen now, but it is what it is. So this is my take. You know, this is my presidential address. You know, let people be who they are in terms of either liking or not liking The Mandalorian or the Disney product going forward. You know, let's not berate each other. Let's not do anything. If they're curious, if they're excited for it, let them be excited. I temper my excitement with the back of my mind feeling that I know the inside dealings of how these people think and their intentions. So I'm not getting myself carried away by this shit. But if anything, roll with it. Roll with it. God bless. And make it happen. Make it happen. Make it, you know, tweet out that I love this Mandalorian episode. Because I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't feel no shame. I'll retweet your thing. If I like it, yeah, I'll retweet it in the whole bit. In the whole bit. Not even a problem. I'm down with that. So, yeah. So with that being said, just be yourselves, man. Be true to yourself. You know? If you want to, you know, drop some EU lore knowledge or whatever, you know, drop it. If they don't respond, then move on. You know? Move on. You know, if they respond that they don't want, okay, not a problem. But it's there if you want to read it. You know? Don't get into a pissy fit if someone drops the EU lore because, you know, you want to, you know, try to assert yourself, you know, and get pissy when you know you can't match that person's knowledge, you know, and what they saying is pretty much, you know, 9 times out of 10 on point. And you get into your feelings and you want to start, you know, calling people names and this, that, whatever. Then you want to block, then you want to mute, then you want to make parody accounts to try to disrespect them. Stop it. Stop it. You're embarrassing yourself, you know, and you make and it makes your cause even more worthless. You know, let people be themselves. Let people be who they be. You know, I'm sharing my love for Star Wars for any and everybody that wants to hear it from me. You know, like I said, if you like something, I'm not gonna, and especially if I like you and I rock with you, I'm not gonna be going on your mentions and be like, well, I don't like that piece of trash, and I don't like. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna be like, I'm glad you liked it. You know, how about we go and get a cup of coffee? How about we go get some, you know what I'm saying? And change the subject because it's not that serious. It really isn't. The only time it will get serious is when you see the OT being changed right in front of your eyes. And if you accept that just because it's Disney, then you cannot be a fan. That's where I draw the line. Once they start doing that, you better say something. You know, no matter how many characters of the Disney, you know, lore or whatever that they created that you like, do not go for that because that is their plan. 9 times out of 10, that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm not Nostradamus. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you what it is. They fuck around. They use this Obi-Wan Kenobi series to do that, and you see the first fight of Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi past the sequel trilogy several years along the lines, way before the OT, you know that shit is going to happen. And if that shit, it does appear, I don't give a fuck. I love Hayden Christensen. I love Ewan McGregor. But I'll be goddamn if I don't scream holy hell behind that shit. And I will scream on anybody, friend or foe alike. You let this shit happen? You let this shit happen because you know what's going to happen next, right? They're going to justify this shit in the OT by changing it. And if they're going to do that, since they own the property, since the conditions of George selling it was not to, do anything to the movies, but they probably got a clause in there while George Lucas is still alive. Once he's gone, the gloves are off. I'm telling you, that's what they're waiting for. Rematch of the century. What the fuck? How the fuck you coming off in your face saying some stupid shit like that? Stop it. Anyway, all right, let's get on out of here. 29 people rocked with me throughout the whole thing. God bless. Anybody that catches this playback, listen, the spirit of what I'm saying here is all me. All me. I'm not going to mention this shit no more. If you want to know my feelings, check out my playback on my live stream. It may be long, fast forward to certain things that you might want to hear, whatever. I'm not going into debates on Twitter and this, that, whatever. I'm not going on nobody's live stream and going to be going through the whole bit again. I mean, I may say a little something if I do, but I'm playing my position. I'm chilling. I'm on chill mode, like I said, you're going to see me every week on Dark Council, But other than that, I'm going to be on chill mode. I'm going to stay in my own lane, Stay in my own lane, Terminator, you sent the super chat, brother? Hold on a second, let me, oh, man. Here we go, my brother. Terminator with the $2 super chat. Pando is going to turn slot machines. The slots machine. That's a good one. You had a good one on Mary Mayhem's thing, man. But like I said, your thing did go off the rails after a while, but it was still good though. I like that, brother. Thank you for the $2 super chat. But let me let you go out with a little something of my summary with this whole thing, cause I'm of the mindset now where this thing right here is near and dear to my heart. I want this thing to. I want the Disney brand to know that. To know that we're watching them. We're watching them, and we're gonna make sure that they're either gonna do us justice or do this right, or we're going to war. It's simple as that. So with that being said, I want to take us all out the right way, as only the president can do. I'm sorry I talked your ear off. I know we had a couple of haters and trolls on here, but you know what? That's how Friday night is sometimes, But at the end of the day, hopefully you will come away with this thing with a healthy lore, healthy appreciation of the lore, but at the same time, a healthy appreciation for what makes your heart sing, what makes you, glad to be a Star Wars fan. If you're watching something on Disney Plus of all things and you start liking stuff, then it's like, okay, this is what I was looking for. And you know what? If that's the case, God bless you. Because guess what? I'm right there with you, and I'm doing the same thing. So no hypocrisy over here on my end, so let's do it. Oh, man. I like this. Damn, I haven't messed with this thing ever since I made it a couple of hours ago. I worked on this shit like most of the day behind it, I might just shoot. This is my thing right here. 20 great people out here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Oh my goodness, you guys are the best. Thank you for all the super chats, all the stickers, all the likes and everything else. Hopefully y'all did press the like button when y'all came in here. But at the same time, man, Tracy, don't go nowhere, sweetheart. I gotta serenade you a little bit. Moria Kitty, don't go nowhere. Mad's Mama Bear, hope you still there. OG Star Wars, my queen, please, I hope you're still here. Don't go nowhere. Everybody else, Oh yeah, man, that's Mama Bear. Kisses to you, baby. Oh my goodness, so glad that you're here. Everybody else, Fatal Jade, the Dark Council came through. Harris Mode, Ramirez, El Numero Uno, my brother. So good that you're here. Yeah, man, Jeffrey Turner, thank you so much for being here with me. David Hervey, Terminus, Alex Krogan. Who else? Trying to scroll. Trencher 375. Raging Rhino, rocking the spot. Fat Steven Seagal, David Hervey, the Sentinel. Oh man, Star Killer, Sith Lord. Woo-wee! Blake St. Clair. Renee Patrick. Ooh, yeah. All the regulars, Dr. Fate. Memes of Destruction. Oh my goodness. DeJarnin. Woo! All right now, yeah. All my old favorites. And a couple of trolls in the chat, but that's okay. They don't get no love. You know, they can get the Bozak like this. Woo! One time for your mind. Surprise, surprise. Look what has arrived. Disney trying to give us all the grand prize. The prize that some of us can't deny. The prize that some of us have fantasized. Some of us know that it's bullshit and lies. Some of us think that this shit needs to die. Truth of it is we don't know where to ride. Either with Disney or George Lucas at a side. Wherever we decide, we must all abide. To carry all of this for the rest of our lives. We're at the threshold. Whoa. Woo! God damn! That shit was hot. I ain't gonna lose. Let's rewind that back. Let's rewind that back. Man, that was some funky guitar shit I was putting in too, right? You know what I'm saying? It was like, yeah. Well, you know, I like to call myself a man of some talent. So here we go. Surprise, surprise, look what had arrived. Disney trying to give us all the grand prize. The prize that some of us cannot deny. The prize that some of us have fantasized. Some of us know that it's bullshit and lies. Some of us think that this shit need to die. The truth of it is we don't know where to ride. Either with Disney or George Lucas side. Whatever we decide, we must abide. To carry all of this for the rest of our lives. We at the threshold of everything we know. To be the true win, the maker and the show. But Disney is now trying to make another go. To win your heart when they dish you on the low. We gotta separate the fakes from the fakes. True to it, otherwise it's a waste. So
separate the bullshit from the authentic.
We gotta let you know what's real up in here.
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
So you can move forward with no fear.
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
At the end of the day, it's all on us.
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
Disney had a plan that we really can't trust, so let's go.
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
That's what we gotta do, folks. You already know what it is. Check it out. Let's break this slate down to the fucking ground. Let us see is that it's silly as it sounds. Mandalorian show is still pressing on. Season 3, see Grogu get his Jedi on. Cassian Andor got his new show. He died in Rogue One. Diversity, bro. Speaking of that, Lando got a show too. Pansexual robot. Fucking what it do? Ahsoka got his own spin-off for real. That is a given. Fuck how you feel. It's Filoni's girl, and that was his mission. You know Filoni, he ain't there tripping. The droid show got me shaking my head. Bringing 3PO and R2 from the dead. But what about Rangers of the New Republic? Gina Carano's new show? Yeah, I love it. Bad Batch looks good, but Acolyte's a problem. The High Republic nonsense is still evolving. I can't really get with this shit. But you know, your brother won't quit, cause I'll
separate the bullshit from the authentic.
We gotta let you know what's real up in here.
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
So we can move forward without no fear.
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
Disney has a plan that we really can't trust.
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
At the end of the day, it's all on us. Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron is on deck. No Luca Wedge though, that's what I expect. The one that scares me the most is Obi-Wan. This is a show where everything will go wrong. Changing the story to fit what they want, or better yet, what they think that we want. How have you hide them up in the OT? Doing all of that is beyond heresy. We know what the real plan is, best believe. But you won't pull that trigger till the maker leaves. And when he's gone, then you know that shit's on. Changing the story so you have to conform with everything Disney put down for real. All loads read through the SD, that's how they feel. The treasure trove of stories that George Lucas had. But pay attention, kids, cause this shit will make you mad. He told Kennedy, the EU is the way. She said, we'll honor everything you say. Look at us now, man, we got all played. She honored none of that and went her own way. We labor hard to get that chick go away. Mandalorian success might have her to stay, but maybe not, there's lots of moving parts. We won't really know until the music stops. But until then, keep your eyes open. The Star Wars fandom is hoping that we're on the right track. Don't know about that, but I'ma fall back and chill and relax. Be entertained by Disney for all it's worth. George Lucas EU, the best on this earth. You don't believe me? Go see how they dip in the EU to grab everything they can get. I'ma tell you, they're on their bullshit, but you know we're not letting them get away with it because
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
we gotta let you know what's real up in here,
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
so you can move forward without no fear.
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
Disney has a plan that we really can't trust.
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
At the end of the day, it's all on us.
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
We gotta let you know what's real up in here, baby,
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
so you can move forward without no fear.
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
Disney had a plan that we really can't trust.
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
At the end of the day, it's all on us.
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
Y'all already know. You already know what it is, baby. So smooth. Separate the bullshit, which is Disney, from the authentic, which is Lucas EU. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to be involved. You know?
Separate the bullshit.
Thank you,
from the
everybody,
authentic.
for coming out with your brother, you know? Separate the bullshit.
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
Know what it is. So let's do it. Zachariah, Renee Patrick, Starkill, everybody. Tracy, everybody. Dr. Fate. Woo! Love each and every one of y'all. God bless. Have a wonderful night and a beautiful weekend. Hit that like button on your way out. Love y'all to death. Peace out. And remember, be good to yourself and be good to others. Peace.